Well, the topic of the day is anxiety as it relates to the gym. And personally, I have not experienced this, but I've had and worked with multiple clients who has, including Casey, because Casey was my client back in the day. And I was one of their first experiences with a coach and a gym environment. So, can you explain to me a little bit about that? Like some of the fears you might have had, or some of the things you were worried about encountering when you first started up with me?
So definitely just being in a new place. So I wasn't familiar with it. Like my first fitness experience was in like a Zumba class with my friends. So like there were already people I knew there. I worked out at Planet for a little while and I would go super early in the morning. And so it wasn't super busy. So I was coming into a new place, new people, and that was definitely a part of it. And then I would also say just like not having been to the gym in a while and having exercised in a while, just being around other people who maybe like had been doing it for a while and I guess quote unquote took it more seriously or were like experienced lifters.
Anxiety is real. And there's a lot of people who struggle with this to the point where they haven't even started on their fitness journey just because they are so anxious about that first day, that first experience in the gym, in the new atmosphere. And it's something that I know that really holds a lot of people back. So, due to the unstableness of our internet, we're just going to jump to the main course of tonight. Casey, what is your 3 tips for overcoming gym anxiety?
So the first one I have is to take a tour of whatever facility you're going to. So I know that at Dedicated, you can get set up with a time for someone to take you around the gym, show you where everything is, get you familiarized with the space. So that way, that kind of lessens that anxiety of it being a new place. If you've already been in there before, met, one or multiple staff members, and you can go around and see where everything is, really get familiar with it, get comfy with it. The second thing is to work with a trainer, which is what I did. So when I was going into DH for the first time, I took advantage of hiring Josh, if you will. So that gave me someone that I was working out with so that I felt more comfortable, more at ease. He helped me learn how to build a workout and he helped me learn like proper form and safe form. And that really eased a lot of my anxiety again about like not being an experienced lifter, coming in and having someone who already knows what they're doing show you what to do and how to do it. And if like hiring a personal trainer isn't for you, I would definitely also take advantage of like joining a class at Dedicated. We have the boot camp and the intro to strength class. It still is being around new people maybe, but it's a smaller setting. It's a private setting where you're just with you and your group. And it gives you the option to meet people who have the same goals as you and usually are beginners too. And even when I have new people coming to boot camp, I pair them up with someone who's been there for longer. So it's like an automatic friend or buddy in class. So hiring a trainer or joining a class are both really good options. The third one I have is to bring a friend to the gym. So like at Dedicated, if you come and get a membership and find that like can't really get yourself to get out of the parking lot and go in, find a friend who's willing to go with you. And our gym and pretty much all gyms offer some sort of day pass situation. So if you just want to say like, hey, come in and work out with me, you don't even really need to do much. I just want someone there with me. That way you have a safe person with you in this new space that maybe feels a little uncomfortable to help you get more comfortable with it. And I know what Dedicated, like, even if there are people in there who I wouldn't necessarily like call like, oh, my best friend, we're going to go hang out after this. I'm familiar with them and I feel comfortable talking to them at the gym. So for a long time at DH, even when I was working with Josh, over time, I met more and more people, and even working there have met more and more people that I've seen around all the time. And now we talk, I'm familiar with them. It helps make that space feel a lot more safe.
Awesome. So set up an appointment, basically. Take advantage of any free services and bring a friend with you. I love all 3 of those. Those are awesome. The other thing that I mentioned while you were away was trying to engage with the gym or facilities content so you can get a feel of the layout and the environment and the culture of the gym ahead of time, making sure that it's a good fit for you. And just having some kind of heads up before you walk in the door kind of gives you at least a little bit of a less anxiety. At least it would for me.
I think whenever I meet with a new person and I'm showing them around the gym, I always point them to DH's YouTube page, because not only do we have the how-to videos, like I feel like just like watching some of our other content really gives you like a good like idea of like our personalities, our culture at the gym, and what we're all about.
I completely agree. So Facebook user says, I can say for me, everyone at DH has made me feel comfortable, keep my goals on the forefront of my mind, and having a supportive group is key. I 100% agree. And even with the 3 tips that Casey just gave us, the underlining important value is the support. So support in any degree is what's going to help you handle any kind of anxiety. So making sure that you have someone that you can either bring with you or even just talk to in a therapeutic session will always be number 1 and up and foremost whenever it comes to dealing with anxiety, because most anxiety cannot be handled alone. And you can develop coping skills for it, but to develop the coping skills, you need someone to help you with that. So at least that's how I foresee it anyway. I don't know if Casey's the expert on this, so maybe you can chime into that a little bit more.
When we're dealing with like a specific situation, right? Like gym anxiety, like there's a root cause there. Like it's not maybe necessarily the gym itself, but it's, fear of being around large groups of people, fear of the unknown or new places. So having people there in your support group or your support circle who can help you kind of dig through that and figure out, like what really is the problem here, like what makes me anxious in this situation is really key. And like you said, those support people will help give you the skills to overcome that.
100%. I would not be where I am if it wasn't for the wonderful people that support me and help me do what I do in fitness or just in overall health in life in general, because support is very important. We are social creatures. We need support, no matter how much the internet tells us we don't. Well, on the flip side of this, I know this is one of our shorter lives, but our internets are being jerks, and my microphone is also being a jerk. So we are going to go ahead and call it here. Thank you for everyone who's watching, and if you need any help or any support getting started on your fitness journey, feel free to ask one of us. We are here to help you out. We do offer a free first-time session along with various other ways to break that anxiety and barrier of entry. So we are here to help you, and feel free to reach out anytime. Until then, stay dedicated.